y'all. So today is a snow day here in North Carolina, and I'm not bored because I like kind of just sitting around and playing with makeup, but I decided to jump on here and film this look for you guys. It is very dramatic. I don't know that it's very wearable. I know that in my everyday life, I don't think I could wear something like this. I think that it's really fun to do things like this, just to kind of step outside your box, and I enjoy watching tutorials like this. I also paired it with this cool tone lip from Anastasia. It is the shade Sepia. I don't know if I like it or not, but I just went with it, so we're just gonna go with it. I should also say that I did not do like a full face tutorial. Everything on my face, my battery actually died because I was planning on filming it and then just like speeding it up and putting it in the video, but my battery died, so I just did my full face, my foundation and all that off camera. So all you'll see me doing is my eyes. So I hope you enjoy this. So if you want to see how to get this look or just have fun watching it, then that's fine. Hopefully this video is not too long, and thank you so much for watching. Bye y'all. Going in with some good old Scotch tape just to create that sharp winged line, taking that piece of tape and sticking it to the back of my hand and peeling it off before I stick it on my eyes, just so you don't have too much pulling there on your eye skin. I also made sure that those tape lines were even on each side before I went in with this MAC Pro Longwear Concealer to conceal my eyelids. Now I'm going in with this MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extended Eye Base to put over top of the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, just to ensure that our shadow does not move. Can anyone tell that I'm excited about this? I'm using the Kat Von D Me Vida Loca palette and this shade Molder. That is just a nice bone color skin shade that I'm layering all over my eyelid just to help so that the shadows that we apply on top of that does not stick. Now we're going to go in with a transition shade. I'm using a MAC brush and I'm using the shade Strutter, and I'm just laying that down in the crease. It's a nice cool tone shade. It's going to be nice to blend with. Now I'm just going to go in with a pencil brush, and I'm just going to you can see how I'm doing this. I'm just sketching out where my crease is so that we can make that really nice cut crease. And I'm just using the black that's in that Kat Von D palette. But you can use any black that you have. It's all the same. Now we're going to lay down a base for our green shadows that we're going to apply to the lid, and I'm using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. And I'm just putting that all over the lid very sloppily. It does not matter what it looks like because you're going to blend it out later, and it doesn't really matter what the first initial application looks like. So once you get that on your lid, just blend it out with your finger, just using tapping motions. That's all nice and smooth and kind of blurred out on the edges, we're going to go in with the star of the show, or what I call the star of the show, this Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in the shade Electric Warrior. Look how beautiful this is. It is so pigmented and it goes on like a dream. These shadows are amazing, period. But can we just appreciate how lime green this is? Oh, I love it. I should mention that I'm doing patting motions first, and then I'll go in and kind of swipe. You'll get the most color payoff that way. That way you're adhering the lime green to the white base, and then you can kind of swipe it on in swiping motions. Going back in with that pencil brush, just going to redefine that black cut crease that we did earlier, and using that same black shadow as well. Now we're going to pop into this big e.l.f. palette that I've just had in my drawers. And I'm using a synthetic brush, a dome synthetic brush, to literally pack on the color. I dipped into that matte dark hunter green, or I think that's more of a Kelly green. Dark Kelly green, and I'm just packing it on, and then once I get up to the crease area, I'll start to kind of blend it in right up to the black cut crease line that we already have there. Once I have majority of the color laid down, I switched to a fluffy brush just to help blend that out. It wasn't looking quite as diffused as I wanted, so I'm just going in with that this little fluffy brush here, and I'm just blending it into the crease, into that black, and you can see I'm blending the two colors together. All this blending takes time, so just take your time with that. I am just making sure that this part is even, and you can see I only have the Kelly green on the outer half of the eye. And with the black cut crease, you don't want to bring that in too far to the inner corner because it will start to make your eyes look very hooded and very closed. I switched to yet another fluffy brush, and I went back into that shade Strutter from the Kat Von D palette, and I'm just blending out that black and green in the crease just to help everything look a little bit more blended because it wasn't looking quite like I wanted. And you know we got to keep that Electric Warrior being extra bright and lime green, so I just went back into that and touching that up in the areas that I feel like I lost the pigment. And now you'll just see me blending my life away. Now for the fun part, we're taking this Lit glitter in size number 3. The color is Plush, and I'm using the brush that comes with it. It's like the liner brush. You dip your brush into the glue that comes with it, and then you can see I'm literally just tapping along to kind of create the line for the wing for the liner, and we're just going to build on that, and you'll see it's a tedious process. It takes a lot of work, but you will get there eventually. So just bear with me through this process. I feel like the most difficult part of this all. I'm going in with a liquid liner, and this is kind of in the same form as the Kat Von D liquid liner. It's a liner that I got in my BoxyCharm, and I really struggled getting the right angle because basically what I wanted to do was just outline the glitter line that we did and only bring it about halfway in on the lid. So you'll see me kind of tilt and turn my head. I finally got it, but again, this was probably the most difficult part of this whole look. And the moment we've all been waiting for, let's just peel this tape off. Yes, look how freaking sharp that is. And we're just gonna go in and touch that up on the lower half of the wing with the black, just so it gives some sort of depth and you can understand that it's a wing and not just a blob of glitter that's flicking upward. So we're gonna do that and check yourself out. Once you have approved that, we're gonna go back in with a flat shader brush just to clean up some of the edges right around that. And this is just giving you guys a look of what it looks like with everything on. Now I have on my full face, and I'm going to go onto my lower lash line to smoke that out with the shade Iggy, which is also a Kat Von D shadow. And we're just going to bring that all along the lower lash line just to smoke things out. I'm just going to blend all that in. Now I'm going in with that matte Kelly green shade from the e.l.f. palette with that same synthetic dome brush, just to help deepen up that and smoke it out, and just blend that in with a little fluffy brush there, and I'm just pinching it right at the ferrule so it gives me a little bit more control of the brush. Just want to brighten up the inner corner, so we're going to go back into that lime green Electric Warrior shade just to put that right in the inner corner, just to help bring life to that and brighten up the eyes. Then we're going to put on some lower lash mascara, which is the MAC Giga Black Lash in Blackest Black. lashes a coat of mascara with this mascara that came in my BoxyCharm, and I have no idea what it is. I'll have to go look. And boom, for the finishing touches, we're going to put on this liquid lipstick by Anastasia of Beverly Hills in the color Sepia, and then we have our final look. So that completes this video. I just wanted to sit down and do something really fun, and my favorite color is lime green. I know I've already done a green look here on my channel, but lime green is my absolute favorite, and for whatever reason I've been really just creative juices have been flowing, and every time here recently they've kind of gone back to the drawing board with lime green. So I really wanted to do this, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. I had a really fun time doing it. I think it turned out really good, and it was my first time using the lit glitter, so I was really impressed at how that worked out, although I did get a lot of the glue on this eyelashes over here, so my mascara did not apply. And do you see this? Dear Gussie. So anyways, I had a lot of fun doing this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed filming it. I think that's all that I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.